am I? Why am I?
You keep disappearing. Are you a ghost?
Ooh.
The ghost of A.M.I?
Look, I have not been granted that reprieve yet.
You're not allowed.
Well, that's not fair.
You're not allowed to be a ghost.
This mortal coil sucks. Let me go.
No.
Unlike David Tennant, I do want to go.
No.
Mean. Oh, why is it not?
Oh, where's game? The right Elgato is plugged in, right?
Uh-huh. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, because I was using it for Yakuza yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Just sometimes likes to be a little bitch.
Elgatos are like that.
Mm-hmm.
If they are cats, if they're named after cats, it's a ginger cat.
Yeah. So, here we go. Episode 2. Trial Day 1. Let's go.
Trial day 1, trial day 1.
Yeah.
Okay, who was I voicing?
Trucy.
Trucy and...
Phineas Filch.
Phineas Filch.
Our little Tanuki guy. Or...
Yeah, and he's kind of a gold mine kind of guy. There's gold in them there hills.
Yeah. For sure. That is...
I don't know where that voice came from, but...
I think it works, though. I think you...
Yeah.
I think this is one of these ones where you kind of... You had an idea and stuck the landing.
Yeah,
So...
let's hope I can continue it. Okay.
And then we turned LaBelle just into the Joker because fucking look at him.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
So
what they were going for. These poor men are just mannequins.
yeah.
Like, they're identical. Imagine being identical twins and going into the police force and both getting turned into bailiffs for the court and having to stand at the same door.
So, April 18th, 9:15 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby. Number 3.
They both have a really odd...
The tracking didn't know what to do there, and it used both my arms. No, it's fine now, I think.
Both of the guards have a weird stitch in their pants. Can you see it?
You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all.
This is.
Yeah. A real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena! Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No. I find that shouting, "I'm fine!" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Chords of Steel voice workout, and a must before every trial. You want me to shout? Here. That's right. Here, I'll go first, and then you try. These guards are just like, oh, not again.
They see him walking in going, oh, no. Where's my earplugs?
Oh, my freaking ears. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
Shout.
All right. I'm Athena Sykes, and I'm fine. Yes, you are, girl. I think that actually worked. I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. You have friends? Apollo has friends?
We've never seen evidence of that.
I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Even Widget is happy. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse? The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. Perhaps they're in his head. Hey, Lucia!
Hey! Ooh. Well, hello there.
Hello.
Are you trying to nuzzle up to Phoenix? Ooh.
No.
Friendo. On a wall.
Oh, wow, yeah. Interesting.
Quick.
Excuse me? Sorry about that.
We had an invader.
We had an invader that needed to be disposed of. What's with all the racket, you two? Ah, Mr. Wright! Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this?
This the whole thing?
Look at him, he's kind of adorable.
He's always adorable.
How are you, Alutia? How are you doing? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. Oh, that's all? That's huge news! But why now?
Is this the first time Apollo has seen him in a suit since...
Since Ace Attorney 4?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Look at him trying to be all dignified and cool.
It looks like you should have the hand too.
Yeah. I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time.
Spoilers for the past? Question mark.
No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. But wow. Oh wow, 3D Feeny. No, that's not Feeny. That is just Hobo Phoenix.
Peony, because there's a big P on his hat.
Yeah, Peony, yeah. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes.
I know there's
He
a
even
sepia
shaved.
He had much more of a tan when he was a hobo.
Yeah. That sepia filter really brings out his eyes. That suit makes him look like $1 million. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case?
Oh, it's the goth dude, right?
Yeah. He's, so you were controlling my arms there.
Oh, sorry.
He's, serving time, but before that he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology? That's right. I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately.
Yeah, because Athena wanted to, like, be the pioneer of that. But
Yeah.
she's clearly been beaten by a couple of years.
So, yeah, he must be a pretty scary guy, considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much.
You talk too much.
I was waiting for that. I knew he was gonna be bad news.
I look, Phoenix.
It's probably just hyperbole. At least, I hope for your sake.
Like, whatever he does is gonna be better than the coffee cup to the face.
I guess we'll see.
Oh, I should have put my monster in my Godot cup.
Oh, wait. So is it true or not? Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully.
Have you met us?
If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is.
So when he says cut you down, he means literally.
An opponent who wields the power of suggestion and extreme violence, I see. Yikes. Better tone down my cords of steel, too. So, are you all ready? It might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring. Yeah, let's just... Where are we? So we have the legendary scroll, Tenma Taro warding charm, the Ninetales flower, special edition of the paper where he was flying through the sky, diagram of the crime scene, foyer diagram, this bloody statue.
Which doesn't have a piece of paper stuck to it.
No.
I was wrong.
You were very mistaken.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Crime scene photo. The amazing Ninetales mask. An amazing Ninetales glossy. Too sweet. Tackling some sleep issues the past couple of weeks, but I should be back on the up and up. Oh, good.
Been there.
Yeah, sleep issues suck. Jinxie's statement. Alright, so he was carrying a staff-like implement that jingled. Which
he wasn't in that other picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the program guide for all the yokai and other programs going on.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, that picture is the TV guide. That's the... Filch's alibi?
Yeah.
Mark? Yeah.
But like, so he's like, Tenma Taro isn't shown holding a staff here. He doesn't have a staff in this. Now, he is also missing an arm, so he could very well be holding a staff. I don't know where it would slot in, but because that statue looks very tight, shall we say. But also...
It definitely wouldn't be the staff that he was carrying.
Yeah, but also, as he's flying away here, there's not a there's no staff to be seen either. So...
Is he missing one of his fluff balls? Zoom in on him again. So he's got 6 fluff balls, but in that picture he only has 5.
Oh yeah, that's a good eye.
Does he?
No, he does. Yeah, you're right. He's got 5 there, and then 6 here. So good eye on you, Meg. That will likely be important later.
Or not. It's just an art flub. Guess we'll see.
Special edition paper has been updated in the court record. Calling it now. Alright. What?
Oh no, that was her. That was her flashing back to it. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't an actual picture.
No, it wasn't a photograph or anything. It was just her memory. Your thing. I think I have a screenshot of it. Yeah.
That's it. Without.
So you're thinking, yeah, and then there's another version of it where he's holding a staff in his left hand.
Yeah.
Right, Mr. Wright, but I'm fine. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. Thanks. Okay, let's do this! The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client. Seek the truth.
Seek a way out?
Seek a way out. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice!
In case you missed it, Damien Tenma is the scariest looking...
Sweetest man on in the world.
Teddy bear of a good dad.
Yeah.
But he looks like Lurch from the Addams Family with long hair.
That he does.
April 18th, huh?
9:30 a.m. District Court. Courtroom. Number 4. See?
Yeah, 2 hands.
That's why is
courtroom number 8.
Why is it tracking both of my hands with
number 8?
Like, hi, should only be. But
yeah, every time you put off numbers, it's like.
That's so weird. This tracker's busted. I probably need to uninstall and reinstall it or something.
That Star Trek thing.
What?
4 lights? No. I can't remember.
Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise for the judgment day. Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice, defense team leader is ready, Your Honor. I'd know that big, booming voice anywhere. As chipper as ever, hey, Mr. Justice? Yes. But who is the young lady next to you? Do you not
So
remember
pretty,
us?
I have no eyelids.
Do you not remember us? Remember her from the previous trial?
No, because that's in the future.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said a minute ago when Phoenix said, "Oh, I might get back into the courtroom soon."
Oh, if in the past, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's spoilers for.
Oh, thank you, Sari. Good bot.
Because it's our past, but their future.
Ah. Timey-wimey shenanigans. Yeah.
Because we're not bringing evidence from the future to the past.
Sorry, yeah,
That's
no,
still the biggest
the
fucking...
Jurist system VR bullshit in the previous game. Yeah, I'm okay. Alright, so. But who is the young lady next to you? I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner, and fresh out of law school. Aww. Well now. Full of beans too, eh? Oh no, it's Matthew. I'm full of beans!
Oh, Judge could do with a few beans.
Yeah. Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Yes.
You're not catching feels for Athena now, are you, Judge?
Now for the prosecution.
Oh, he doesn't look happy about the prosecution.
Ah.
I mean, I wouldn't either. They're not there.
It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Prison? Oh, yes. Of course. I almost forgot that he is currently serving time.
Is every other prosecutor in the country
Yeah, where the fuck is
not
Edgeworth?
available?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Why?
Anime.
No.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate. But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
Looks like the rapper.
Oh
K-pop
no, he's hot.
group. Hello?
You okay there, Ponytail? Who's that with his back to us over there? That's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell.
How could you not be sure he was led in into cuffs?
Is the prosecution ready?
Oh crap.
What?
He's so hot. Oh, just Godot have competition.
Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Of course. Forgive me.
Judge, you're the judge.
Yes, but he's also a coward.
He is, but...
Why are all the people related to this case so scary? Very well. Prosecutor Blackquill, your opening what's the matter? Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all right there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless. Pointless? Oh, well... Oh, looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor has the judge's tongue. But, we need an opening statement as an overview for the case at hand.
I feel like Blackwell's wasting more time by doing this instead of just giving an opening statement.
Well then, your baldness. If it's so very important, why don't you do the honors? Who? Me? There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things, and then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool. Huh? See, not old fool, not selfish. Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement?
Insulting the judge.
Old dotards such as you are a plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great grandchildren?
You need to have one.
Oh.
He has to have the other.
All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace. What? He actually fell for that? That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about.
He just bullied him. That's not the power of suggestion, that's bullying.
The opening statement. Oh. Let's see here. The victim was one Rex Kyubi, alderman of Nine Tails Vale, and the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder. And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested? His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive. The elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary. Other potential suspects both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. So, in a nutshell, I'd have to say, the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible. Bravo. Bravo, your baldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head. Ho ho ho. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Okay.
Judge! Judge! He's playing Simon Says with the judge. Moving right along now. Let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright.
He's our first witness? Well, I don't have to do anything for a while, so you're everybody here.
Fuck me. Right, hold on. I need to pour a drink before I get started then. Give me my Vorsteiner.
Are they bottles? Do you need a bottle opener?
Nope, these are cans.
Ah, okay.
Tasty, tasty cans.
You better have a bag of cans.
I do. It's great.
Meg is only on the monster. Save my prosecco for sitting in the garden tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to have all of them tonight, but...
Yeah.
So... Just pouring. Oh, the smell of it. It is definitely lager.
Which means if it reaches my tongue, my mouth will immediately go bleh.
Yep. Try and keep your nose plugged for a minute, I guess. Anyway, sometimes you feel like you can taste smells.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a bad idea for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
You want me to put that next to this to keep it cool?
Oh, yes.
Not your glass, I mean your can.
That also works. All right. Witness, please state your name and occupation. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh wait, that's not the voice I gave him before.
I can't remember.
I'm the detective. No, it's too Western. It was that kind of American.
Yeah. Is there a VOD I can go to?
We'll just have him be happy-go-lucky for the moment, and then it'll come back to me as I go. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackquill here. I also heard you would provide protection, if it ever came to that. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Oh, wait. Who's protecting who? From what? Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around. Ah! Fulbright. Save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. Ah, Fulbright. Ha ha! That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. I will never give up on you. I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you down. I'm never gonna run around and desert you. Prosecutor Blackquill doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright. Well, you know what they say. Ignorance is bliss. Oh. So that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackquill. He's so oblivious. Now, let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright. You got it! But first, I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. Yeah, it will, because I'm the defense, and my name is Apollo Justice.
I can't believe he hasn't said that yet. Here, pause that for a sec. Or not pause. Mute that for a sec.
Yep, I made him a bit posher last stream, but otherwise, same vibe. Okay. Alderman Kyubi was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Kyubi was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed a statue and struck back. Okay. Alderman Kyubi had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug? That's right! The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Down for the count, you might say. Here's the autopsy report to prove it. Cause of death: stabbed with a spear. Estimated time of death around 3:20 p.m. The victim had been in a drug-induced slumber.
3:20. And what time was the picture snapped? It was like 3:40 or something?
We'll take a look, yeah? And the victim managed to attack his attacker, despite being impaled by a spear. That sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible?
I mean, yeah. People can have adrenaline rushes and can get really strong, even if they're impaled or...
Yeah. Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him.
Because pro wrestlers are immune to stabbing.
Oh yeah, can confirm. You don't remember that storyline from back in 2003 when Carlito had his bodyguard shiv John Cena? John Cena still lived.
Yeah, that's true. Remember Rey Mysterio, or was it who pulled out Rey Mysterio's eye? Was it Seth Rollins?
Unfortunately so. God, I cannot stand Seth Rollins. Pro wrestlers are superheroes, it seems. Faster than a speeding bullet and all that. Yeah, in Japan they would be, though. I remember, like, this is a Japanese, like,
Yeah.
this has been Americanized to all hell, but,
Yeah.
like, Japan takes it almost as seriously as, like, Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
And we all know Santos.
Like, it's kind of like, you know, that show we're watching, Against the Ropes.
Mm.
Like, they take it, like...
Oh yeah, it's
They
actual
just-
fighting
It's
almost.
just an actual sport, and, you know, there's no predetermined
No.
deaths or any of that in it. It's just an actual fight. So it's kind of along the lines of that,
Yeah.
but a bit more serious.
Objection!
Not so fast. Don't try to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear? Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. I don't know. Still sounds a little far-fetched.
Who's the wrestler in the clink, huh?
Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you, with the edge of my blade. I didn't sign up for this!
Oh, that face!
And so your life is spared. For now.
Did he forget he's in
In cuffs,
cuffs and doesn't have a sword?
Uh-huh.
He just tried to draw it and there's nothing there. But yeah, his whole thing, like, where is every other prosecutor in the country that they had to pull one out of jail?
Yeah, like where is Clavier or Edgeworth or fucking Franziska or Godot or...
Anybody, yeah.
Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die.
Carefully go up behind you with them.
My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest. The accused's prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence. Wouldn't you agree, your baldness?
But he was also drugged. That's his alibi. He was also passed out.
The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute. He has the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun. What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tenma Taro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards burg.
His wife was from there and his daughter loves it.
Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman. So they've made him British. Like nutter, raving mad. So he's a British weeb.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can't workshop that into a more distinct voice for him.
Just don't turn him into Echo.
No. Well, the mirror's a strange one, all right. I heard he went to a blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal.
Fuck's sake.
Order. There will be no gossiping in my court. Your baldness. Please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. Yeah, okay, that works.
He's actually here.
Well, he's the defendant. He would.
They never show them here though, only the witnesses. And then later it might cut to them being there, but he's just in the courtroom right now.
I hear them meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenma Taro. Then again. Perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold! The lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment. Hold it! The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement. I think. Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they? The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud. Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here. Thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful, Apollo! He is the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackwell's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. This guy really is bad news. In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself, despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker? None other than this statue right here! It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle. Two yokai, to be exact. On one side is the nine-tailed fox, and on the other Tenma Taro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art.
I was just about to say that they test the blood on it, but they seem to have done that.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Fair enough.
About the moida.
Yeah. Alright, so we just press everything, I guess, and see where we go from there.
Hold it!
So those weapons on the wall of the Fox Chamber? I presume those are real? Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous? No matter what he collected, the alderman insisted it be the real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Apparently, one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle. What? That's gotta be an old wives' tale. Ha 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 ha! The alderman had pure, unadulterated justice flowing in his veins. Whatever he did it right. We've lost a real champion of justice in his death. Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask me.
Is that the kind of spirit he was killed with?
Yeah. Now stop your bleating and tell us about the weapon. Your wish is my command! The fingerprint... Alright, so yeah, so this is statement 2. So the fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prints could easily be wiped off. You do have a point. I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prints because he could not. You know, on account of being dead. Or knocked out. I suppose he got bludgeoned by the statue, they're saying, so. What do you mean? Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Well, don't just stand there. Show him who's boss.
He's just tapping his forehead like, think, Apollo, think.
I'm totally lost, so why don't you just tell me the answer already?
Come on, Apollo, you're not this stupid.
I don't think he saw that plea for help. You feeling all right, kid? Running a fever, perhaps? I wish trials came with a reset button. They do. Well, the specifics may yet come to light. Please proceed, Detective Fulbright. Alright, Alderman Q was asleep from a drug he unwillingly ingested.
Hold it!
Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was the sedative in his coffee? Bingo! We found traces of a sleeping agent all over the inside of the cup. And that is why he was out cold. That is, until he leapt to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor. Oh, what an awful way to wake up. A rather stimulating eye-opener, if you ask me.
Love getting stabbed in the morning to wake me up.
Fucking edgelord. I, too, would have risen to attack, for to die in battle is the samurai way. Paradise awaits fallen heroes, but that hole in his stomach would make eating a challenge.
He thinks he's hilarious.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please! Those morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court!
I think they're just you crying about justice, but anyway.
Says the jester in detective's guise. Moving right along! Mayor 10 when attacked his shish kebab.
Hold it!
So, the alderman was drugged because he was really strong? Did you see those rock-hard muscles of his? I'm surprised the spear even managed to pierce that armor-like musculature. I admit, I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his.
Tubular.
Oh, well, he did look pretty buff, even in that suit he had on. Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you. Yellow belly? Who even says that anymore? Yeah, and the color's all wrong, too. Oh, I know. How about a squishy red tomato? I move to strike both your comments from the record. Mr. Justice's character is not the issue here.
They're not going after his character, they're talking about his physique.
Now, let's get back to what happened after the far more muscular alderman was impaled.
Judge is also a bully.
Yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot. He grabbed the statue and struck back.
Hold it!
Could he really have... hold on.
Chat's still alive out there?
Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with that huge spear? Absolutely! After all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged, then speared, was answered with a righteous counterattack. Spear! Spear! Spear!
I'm just picturing Jamie and Tenma going, ooh!
Still hurts less than Braun Breaker's spear, though.
Mm.
But does a former pro wrestler make him Does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman?
Only if he's Kane or the Undertaker.
Absolutely! After all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero on the side of justice. Alutia, did you write this game? Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need.
Objection!
You need to lay off the comic books, Detective. We're talking about real life here. Setting aside the half-wit's flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court ordered post-mortem concluded. The victim moved after his skewering. So he found the strength to somehow attack his attacker, huh? Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident.
I'm just getting a funny image of like him being speared and Damien Tenma's knocked out in the chair and he goes to throw the statue at the other guy, the killer.
Yeah.
And he dodges and he just clocks him before he dies. And he's like, oh no!
Could you imagine?
The last thing you see is you accidentally killing your friend.
Guess I'll die. No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. That part about the alderman fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked. Phrasing, Apollo Justice!
I mean, there was a big hole poked in the alderman.
Ah.
Oh dear.